Welcome to Munchkin Storytime. The title of this story is
Who Will I Be, Lord? Great-grandpap was a mailman. He knew everybody in town, and everybody knew him. On weekends, Great-grandpap played banjo with Schultz's Nighthawks on WNBO radio before there was even television. People said Great-grandpap loved music. Mama says he loved Great-grandma more. He gave up the band when their kids were born and made music with them on Saturday nights instead. "Nothing's more important than family," he'd say. Mama says he learned that from his own grandpa, who was a slave. Great-grandpap was a mailman. And what will I be, Lord? What will I be? Great-grandma was a housewife. She mamaed 5 children and made the best cakes in the county. She wore pants when other ladies mostly only wore dresses. Great-grandma was white, and she married my great-grandpap. After the wedding, her mama and papa said they didn't have a daughter. Great-grandma never saw them again. People said she was crazy. Mama says she was crazy about Pap. Mama says Great-grandma knew more about love than most folks. Great-grandma was a housewife. And what will I be, Lord? What will I be? My grandpa is a preacher. Every week we all go to Bethel AME Church for Sunday school, then morning services, and Grandpa's sermon. Of all the lessons he's learned, Grandpa says the golden rule is the one that could save everybody. Just treat other people the way you want to be treated. Grandpa says he learned that from his mama, who would feed a stranger just for knocking on her door. People say Grandpa's preaching has quiet power. Mama says that's because Grandpa doesn't holler his sermons. His voice is nice and soft, but his words talk loud. When Grandpa whispers amen, Mama says it thunders clear up to heaven. My grandpa is a preacher. And what will I be, Lord? What will I be? My grandma is a teacher. You have to be real smart to be one. When I don't want to go to school, Grandma shakes her head and says, "It's a shame." Then she starts telling her old stories about slavery, when people were whipped or killed for learning to read. Grandma says it ain't right, but she doesn't say ain't. People say Grandma's uppity because she's always correcting somebody's way of talking. Mama says Grandma's proud of her education and likes passing the plate around so everybody can have some. My grandma is a teacher. And what will I be, Lord? What will I be? My uncle is a pool shark. He makes his money playing 8-ball. He handles a pool cue like a magic wand and makes the colored balls dance on the table. When Uncle comes to visit, he sits me on his lap and says, "If you're going to be a ditch digger, learn to dig the best ditch on this earth." Then he reaches in his pocket and gives me a cinnamon candy that makes my tongue red hot. People say he's a rascal. Mama says she likes him because he isn't two-faced like some. He is who he is. My uncle is a pool shark. And what will I be, Lord? What will I be? My cousin is a jazz man. He plays blues piano and writes soulful songs about love. When he makes music, my whole body bobs to the beat, all by itself. I can't stop it. My cousin says he's going to be famous someday. He isn't famous yet, so he works at Dizzy's Diner, flipping burgers. When he gets home from Dizzy's, my cousin sits at his keyboard and plays and plays and plays. People say he's a dreamer. Mama says he has a heart full of passion. She says dreaming and believing put him halfway there. What matters is the trying. My cousin is a jazz man. And what will I be, Lord? What will I be? My papa is a car man. He makes dented doors and crumpled fenders look brand new. His shop always smells like paint, and he has to wear a safety mask. When Papa comes home from work, he washes his hands with lava soap, takes off his big work boots, and stretches out on the living room rug. His feet are a little stinky, but that's okay. I curl up beside him, and we rest till Mama calls us for supper. If a customer can't afford his work, Papa says, "Pay me when you can." Almost everybody in town owes Papa money. Some people say that's bad business. Mama says some people ought to mind their own business. She says Papa is like someone from great-grandpap's time, when neighbors helped each other and a handshake was enough. My Papa is a car man. And what will I be, Lord? What will I be? My mama is a mama. Seems like she takes care of everybody. On Fridays, she drives Mrs. Rogers, who's almost blind, to the beauty parlor. Mama visits old Mr. Harris at the nursing home every Tuesday. She'll help my auntie paint her porch, then come home and make bread pudding with lemon sauce, especially for Papa. Mama slips notes inside my lunchbox that makes me laugh or just feel good. And she tells me stories about our family. Most times, it's the same ones over, but I still like them. People say Mama was born with a talent for looking after folks. Mama says talent has more to do with working hard than with what comes natural. She says God gives us each some seeds to sow. The rest is up to us. My mama is a mama. And what will I be, Lord? Who will I be? I guess like Mama says, it's up to me. The end.